German Greens scored highly in the EU elections. They're Germany's second most popular party now. How do we explain this green surge? We're in Munich, the capital of Bavaria, one of Germany's richest regions. In this location, the inner circle of the Green Party mixed with supporters such as Stefan.
Great result. Makes you feel great. Until now, we've never had such a high percentage of votes. We got around 21%. I'm really thrilled. What counts now is to walk the walk, with regard to ecology, the fight against the extreme right, to support those in need, and to youth unemployment across Europe. Those are the important topics to be tackled now.
In this Munich neighborhood, Stefan owns some pubs, a bakery, and the Maximilian, a Bavarian restaurant offering traditional food. For many years, Stefan was a swing voter, sometimes opting for the Social Democrats, but mostly giving his vote to the conservative CSU, the Bavarian counterpart of Angela Merkel's Christian Democratic CDU. Never again, he says. But why?
I was no longer able to support the snail's pace of the Christian Democrats and the Social Democrats in terms of environmental protection. Today, that's my viewpoint. The Greens are the only political party speeding up. They are the only ones who have realized a change is needed, not in 10 years or 15 years, but right now.
Where does this sudden sense of urgency shaking up the political landscape come from? To get a better understanding, we travel to northern Bavaria, a countryside spotted with dying trees. Global warming heats up the planet. Now consequences are visible on a local level. Voters are aware. Climate change is happening. A huge piece of bark comes off here. It's full of wood fungi.
Here you can see the fungi, and those holes there are made by beetles and woodpeckers. The problem, this is not just about one or two trees dying, but about complete forests dying. It's an important reminder it's not the fungi or beetles killing those pines, but it's climate change. Our pine woods are being killed by global warming. This is really dramatic. We fear a massive forest dieback.
Ralf Strasberger is a well-known forestry expert working for the German branch of the Nature Protection Association, Friends of the Earth. To face the upcoming droughts and heat waves, he convinced local forest owners to join forces for Bavaria's biggest forest rebuilding project.
It's dramatic. If the politicians don't take action to stop climate change, we will get Mediterranean climate conditions. Temperatures will go up 4 or 5 degrees. Our local tree species will not support this. They will die. A massive rebuilding of the forest is needed. We need to replace dying trees and plant beeches and oaks. That's the only way to get stable forests for tomorrow.
Let's meet again with Stefan, the swing voter turned green. Earlier on Sunday morning, he wrote down some thoughts about Europe. Stefan recently got re-elected to the parish council of the Catholic St. Maximilian community. Reading out his text in church, he warns against the growing racism and nationalism.
Oh God, do not permit that this freedom we enjoy here in Europe be destroyed.
Protecting nature is an important topic for this community. After Mass, flower seeds are handed out to support biodiversity. Stefan shows us the beehives on top of the rectory. Earlier this year, a petition to protect biodiversity got huge support. Some 2 million Bavarians signed it in person. Did you sign the Save the Bees petition?
I took part in it. I was among the first to sign. I was really surprised that here in Bavaria so many people signed.
Are people fed up of just talking?
People want change. Real changes to be made. You've seen it at this European election.
Voters are aware that the massive use of pesticides in agriculture and forestry is a threat to natural resources. Beekeepers are angry. Matthias had to set up a last-minute bee-saving operation.
This evacuation had to be done in the shortest possible time. We had almost no time because we were aware that the chemical spraying helicopter could arrive at any moment. We were 8 people helping each other out for this evacuation of the bees.
Putting them into the car.
And in the dark of the night we drove to this place here. It was quite a rush. Right now it's quite crowded because of the relocated bee colonies we had to put here when fleeing the poisoning. They sprayed insecticides to fight the gypsy moth. It's called tebufinicid, and it accelerates the molting process. In each of those boxes, some 20 to 30,000 bees are in their molting stage. No one will make me believe that this insecticide does not influence the molting in our beehives.
The Green Vote could have a real influence on upcoming reforms for European agricultural policy. Will today's prevailing methods of industrialized agriculture be changed? The upcoming negotiations in the European Parliament will be tough, but the overuse of chemicals should be banned, Rule says.
We're in the midst of a green desert. Except for the plants that are sown, there is nothing left on this field. A bee would almost die from starvation when crossing this green desert. When the bees are not killed by insecticides, they are starved to death.
The European Parliament has real power to implement green policy, but only if ecologists manage to build up a large political coalition. Through both the EU's multi-annual budget and agricultural policy, Parliament has a lot of decision power.
A lot of things have to change in Europe, and they have to change rapidly. Direct payments should reward those farmers doing something for us, for society and for the environment, and this system of EU grants has to be changed immediately.